Hey, what's up? We're Mayday Parade, and we're on set for our brand new video, First Train. In typical Mayday Parade fashion, we're not very prepared for this. But it turns out I do have my microphone. But I would love to put it, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. This ribbon's all pretty gnarly and gross.
Does it work? Check it real quick.
Can you guys hear this?
Carpool karaoke.
Oh, we can literally, we can do, they call it karaoke. You can do karaoke in here.
Is that really a thing?
It's really a thing.
Should we do it?
Well, no, because it's annoying, but.
Oh my gosh. They'll come right up to you too. And yeah, I see it, man.
Dude, look at that. Check it out.
Oh.
What is that?
Zebra.
What?
Zebra. You see the zebra?
It's an Appaloosa, Jake.
Is it a deer?
What is it?
It's an Appaloosa.
What is an Appaloosa?
Of course. We're here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're shooting a music video for our song, First Train. And it's weird because I feel like I'm in a different place. I don't feel like I'm in Atlanta. I grew up here. And I've never seen this before.
It was a treatment that was sent over by the director Scott Hansen, and we thought it was just super interesting. The overall idea is there's this this teenage kid who is, bullied in his life, and at a certain point he's being, physically chased by these bullies, and he goes up into a treehouse and he constructs this
Sort of Iron Man-ish
suit. like a robotic armor kind of thing. I guess the idea is that he kind of has the chance to just kill them, but doesn't. And I don't know. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous.
It's very 80s inspired. So he has all these sort of gadgets on his suit, like Data from the Goonies. It's supposed to be more just kind of a fun video overall, but themed sort of 80s-ish.
So we are at the alpaca treehouse in Atlanta, Georgia. Some awesome alpacas behind you right here. Yeah, we're just prepping for the shoot right now, setting everything up, and gonna be shooting here in about an hour and a half.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me what the plan is for today? What's the plan for today? Nothing. There you go. Nothing.
And we're all just getting ready, and Derek's up there doing makeup, and we're just waiting our turn. In the treehouse currently, you can see the trees, bamboo trees, invasive, but they're pretty. Down here, over the sledge, will be where we are performing. If you look down here, you can see Jake's drum kit. We'll be around him.
Our bit of it is a performance set up just kind of near the treehouse. Really, it was just, we love, the director has done some incredible work and thought that he could potentially pull it off well, and we're excited to see how it all comes out. The song is really kind of about just, moving forward and not getting stuck or weighed down by, negative things in your life, having the power to move on and go out and be whatever you want or do whatever you want. And so, in some ways you can see kind of the similarities there. The idea of being able to take that power in your own hands and move past your problems, I guess, it's about the closest you could, kind of get there. We've learned that after doing a lot of the narrative stuff ourselves and a lot of the storyline or acting stuff, eventually we got to a point where we were like, I think we should just do the performance bit of this, and none of us are just really very good at any of that.
There's definitely more money involved with videos back then. Videos were certainly something that were a key driver, for singles and that kind of thing, and they still are. It's just, I guess, the landscape's changed so much, so budgets have come down a lot. I think we were probably also a lot more excited about doing videos when it was very fresh in the beginning, and it was good that we were excited back then, because those were long days on those more expensive shoots. And now it's a little bit easier. Maybe we understand how we like to approach videos as well a little bit more. So we like to be more just the performance part of these videos, and leave some of the acting up to people who actually aspire to be actors and that kind of thing.
For most of our videos, we just kind of receive, treatments from different directors and kind of just pick the one that we're, feeling the most. But one thing that was interesting is that I think the idea at first was to actually shoot it in a casino, and then they weren't able to, get the rights to film in any casino, so we had to rent out a space and kind of, build the casino set there with all, the roulette tables and the slot machines and all the stuff that had to be brought in for the video. So it was pretty wild to see, what started as an empty room end up looking like this lively casino.
I do remember the room was full of mirrors to make it look as if there was multiple casino machines and everything going on, like make it appear a lot larger than it was. So
right.
I feel like that, when you watch the video, you can kind of get the impression that it's pretty large, but it's actually a relatively small environment.
And that light wall that we played in front of, and it was at the end of the day, and they saved it for the end of the day because it was so hot. It was like an oven. And I know for Jake it had to have been the worst for him because he's backed up to it, right?
Yeah, playing drums.
I mean, I just remember it being so hot. We sweated so much, and so we had to save it for the end.
And we're in suits too.
Yeah.
Right.
That was on the My American Heart tour, correct? Because I think we had the RV. I know.
Oh, yeah, we had.
And it was right at a time when things were like starting to kind of elevate for us, and it was just so exciting to see, like, at this point we had been a band for I guess like 2 or 3, like maybe 2.5 years or so, and had done some really small level touring, and this was the first tour that we had done not in a van, but we had rented an RV. We also shot that video, if I'm not mistaken, right before we went over to the UK for the first time. Yeah. Is that right? Like, I think like the day before. And I remember being so excited about that, and just kind of like those early days when things were when momentum was building. There was just so much excitement about like where everything. It was just stuff that we had kind of dreamt about and been working towards for years, both in this band and in previous bands, and to see it all kind of happening and coming true. That was just such an incredible thing, and I feel like that this video was right sort of at the start of kind of a peak of things, and yeah.
Was that close to when we did that Bamboozle show, that first Bamboozle show?
I believe so, right? I mean, it
was in that same. We were in like the New York area.
Right. I think we had done maybe the Bamboozle show was the next day, and then we flew. I'm not sure, but it was right around and that So we played Bamboozle right around that video. I forget if it was a day or two before or after. But that was the largest crowd we had ever played in front of. We didn't, look out at the crowd before we went on stage. We were just behind, getting ready to play. And I remember walking out and just seeing thousands of people and just being struck, like, oh my God, like, this is insane, and...
oh, shit.
But that, so all of that, like, all of that kind of, I feel like, kind of ties together at the same time. That's what I think of, in those days, There's probably a couple videos where, it's been maybe a little, like, stressful, or but the Black Cat video for me was one that I, didn't, I guess, love. I think that was the last one where there was any sort of, like, acting or whatever involved on my part. And that after that one, I think I was like, let's just... And the thing is, I'm open to it, I believe, if it's something that we're all, like, into and excited about. But if it's just, like, a treatment where, like, for example, the Black Cat treatment, where it's like, Derek has to run around and do all these things, and, like, I'm not really that into it, but the band just kind of votes to do it, and you feel like you're kind of, like, forced to do it, then that's kind of one thing. But if it's like an idea that we're all like, oh, this could be cool and we're excited about and we all want to do it, then I could see it potentially happening. But I guess it's, that's part of, being in a band and a democracy where we vote on everything. Sometimes you just got to do things you don't want to do, but, yeah.
So what about the Black Cat video? Is there a particular...
Well, I just, I don't want to, we don't have to get too deep into it.
Well, that's what this is all about, right? We got to dig deep into this stuff.
Well, I don't want to, like, knock it, I don't want to, I guess I thought it was a little cheesy, and, in the video is most, like, you guys were in it for the first, 20 minutes we were there. I mean, you guys all left, and then
Amazing.
I'm there, all day till 2 a.m. filming all this, getting chased by a cat stuff, and, you know, it's just a little silly to me, I guess. But
I mean, I think ultimately the video did come out cool, but the process of which you had to, you know, be in it the entire time, and that's pretty stressful and probably won't be happening.
And the idea of being scared of a cat as well is a little silly.
Right, yeah. I do wish the Let's Be Honest music video, I do wish that we had done, because we're not in that, but I love that video and I love the concept of it, and I wish that we had been in that one, even though it is all just, you know, acting, but yeah.
Those are the best ones.
Because that's more of a fun video. Like,
it is more, yeah. Yeah, it's more, exactly.
Well, being in the Kids in Love video, that was us on that road trip.
Oh my gosh,
yeah. That would be bad.
Yeah, it'd be wild, yeah.